Alrighty, folks. I say this every huddle. I'm going to update my trusty birthday shout out list. And do I do that? No, I do not do that. So we're going to go with what I have. It's the original from decades ago. No, not decades ago. All right. So September. Hello. October shout outs. October shout outs. Here we go. Birthday shout outs. Yolanda coming up on the 20th. Happy early birthday, Yolanda. Christina Yater, 1021. Happy early birthday. The only one we can say happy belated birthday. No, Karina, you've got a birthday coming up too. So nobody gets a happy belated birthday. How's that for a birthday shout out? Three. All righty, folks. And a special shout out to my granddaughter, Giselle, who's on her way home with her mommy, my baby girl. So shout out to Giselle on the road back to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Got to say it right, okay? Got to say it right. Can't say it with a southern drawl. All right, so let's get down to business, folks, okay? I'm going to go through some information. Stick with me. Let's knock this out in a timely fashion. Got a great safety catch. If you get a safety catch, put it on my desk and tell me what that safety catch is all about. So good job, Al, here. Well, it says somebody and Al. Can't read his writing. So nevertheless, it was a right knee, but the order stated left knee. So Al, maybe you can share with us who's that Sam and Al? I don't know, but nevertheless, we'll find out. But great, thank you for submitting that great safety catch. A way to catch that it wasn't just the left knee. The patient said it was the X-ray of the right knee. Clarified that with the doctor. So good job. As a reminder, folks, social media policy is going to be in the break room. It's going to be printed up. It's one of our Krista's policies, social media policies. I know we post from time to time pictures on Facebook or whatever. Y'all do that wonderfully. You make sure that there's no patient information in the background. You make sure that there's no monitor that might have patient information. So let's be really, really aware of anytime you post anything on social media, it does not have any patient information on there. So we'll put that right over here. All right. So we had some great milestones in the group chat. Last week, we celebrated Angela Casey at the Service Awards. She hit her 10-year mark. So good job. I just happened to be there to also congratulate her. And I myself got to walk the stage for my 20-year milestone. So, but nevertheless, we got a picture of Angela. Thank you for letting us post that on the group chat. Chase, champion of the month, was also awarded champion of the month. I hope that parking's coming in good use. Great parking spot. And so that's that right there. Folks, we still have a Rad Tech opening, okay? I know we were going to originally fill it slated for October 20th of a start time, but that offer was rescinded, and it's back on the plate. So get the word out there. We have a Rad Tech opening. I'll put that for future department huddle right over here just in case we need that. As far as contrast discrepancies for CT and or MRI, 0 for the month of October. Great job. Great job. We did a campaign. Whether it's having to do with Rover or what have you, I can only say thank you to Clarissa because she was just getting the word out there to everybody. So no CT contrast discrepancies, no MRI contrast discrepancies. And if we do, folks, I fold it up, put your name on it, we bring it to your attention, and we look at it, we dig into it and find out exactly what was, if you take something out of Pyxis, make sure you administer it. If you don't administer it, well, then we've either got to return it or waste it. So keep that in mind, okay? So great job as far as so far for the month of October, 0 discrepancies for CT and MRI. Great job. As far as diagnostic fluoro, I think we talked about this in a mini huddle for diagnostic. Whoever's doing fluoro that day by 4 o'clock, check back on your 2, 3 fluoro cases, sometimes 4. Make sure they have a report attached to them. Make sure they were assigned to the radiologist who basically tended to that fluoro study. Majority of the time it's Dr. Tan, but this week we have Dr. Cho, and later on during the week we get Dr. Moody. So help them out, and if it's not assigned to them, and maybe it fell through the cracks, make sure definitely before 5 p.m. that they have a report attached to them, so that way we don't have delays. If you find that something's not functioning on the plan op side, outlets, power switches, let's put a work order in. Okay, if you put a work order in, you have the option to print it. You can print it, you can tape it to the communication board, or you can tape it to that portable or that's not functioning. Well, for plan ops, if it's a switch or whatever, you can print it and you can post it on the communication board. If it's a biomed, if a C-arm, a portable, you can still put a work order in and tape it to the board or tape it to the machine that's not functioning. Preferably the machine that's, if it's a portable, let's say Milo's down, let's just put a sign on there, not working, do not use, work order was placed. Let's not assume that your coworker who told you about it put a work order in. They could be communicating that, hey, by the way, this just happened or what have you. It's not working, but please, let's not assume. Let's get those work orders placed in. All righty. Monday, October the 20th, in the courtyard from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We're going to have a little Halloween cake and candies for the kiddies. So, no, not the meow meow kitties, for the family kids. So, hey, who knows, if you got a sweet tooth and you want to say trick or treat, come on out to the courtyard next Monday, 5 p.m. to 6:30 in the courtyard. We're going to have a little treats there for the kids. And does that mean we're going to be located on the parking lot between Surgical and South? No, courtyard apiece. All righty. N95 fit tests. I think we're all compliant. I had 3 on the list, but we got the word out to everybody. TB, get on your ready set. Folks, I can't stress to you, everybody must log into your email. You must log into Ready Set. You must log into Genesis. Folks, it's up to y'all to really stay on top of those things. Make sure your BLS, CPR, yours truly is due by October 30th. So let's all be aware of it and responsible. Double check your Ready Set, Genesis, and your email. I'll do the best I can when I get notified. Sometimes I get notified like the day before it's due, and then we're all scrambling to get it done. So let's stay on top of that. Most importantly, if you're walking by a portable, it must be on, the screen must be locked. Make sure we always lock it so that way we don't have any personal information going by. We talked about Genesis. Good job on that. The flu clinic is ongoing right now, so get your flu shot or get on Ready Set and file for an exemption. Let's see here. What is this? Okay, Ashley, J, and Valencia. I have something here for, it's got to be Genesis. Check your Genesis to make sure nothing is past due. Thank you. Little monthly report from NCC as far as hand hygiene, 100%. Great job, Radiology. Whenever you go on the floor, y'all are foaming in and foaming out before you even touch any of those babies, which we don't. We get somebody involved to come and hold for us. Ultrasound might be a different story, but I can say the report that we just came out last week is 100% compliant. Good job. About a week ago, we had a patient that arrived. It was called a stroke alert, and they found that they were within that window where they could administer that TPA, that tenecteplase medication to help dissolve that potential clot. And from the time they arrived to the time they administered that clot busting medication was within goal at 45 minutes. And they just wanted to give everybody a shout out who was involved and made that happen. CT Tech Laura Anderson was basically given a shout out also for being the technologist and being part of that stroke alert too. That's not to say that transport didn't bring them. That's not to say that maybe overlap was there too. But as far as when they look up the Epic, that's who was assigned to it. So great job for the CT stroke alerts. I tell you what, when we hear stroke alert, we move. We hear code blue, we move. We hear code red, fire drills, doors are shutting. Great job. I have to stress that and everything. What are we at? We're at the 9-minute and 16-second mark. Not bad, not bad. Everybody should be paid in full for kudos already. Everybody should be paid in full. Let's see here. You might have found certain things just laying around like this, stuck throughout the department. Check your email. Check your email. I told Night Shift I was going to be doing a spin for them. This is Yisati's right here. I spun for her and I documented. And she was, of course, With that being said, folks, we'll put them in the group night shift. All righty. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.